this is a big romantic comedy with big stars. And I feel like it's been a minute since we've seen something like that. And why do you think that is? It was obviously this huge boom, and now...
Well, Jess, as you know, I'm sort of known for my romantic comedies, and from early on, I'm sort of famous for it. And so
it's your bedrock, isn't it?
It's really my bedrock. Really is. People go, "Oh, George, the romantic comedy guy."
That guy is
and
romantic.
And I just decided
comedic.
it was time to, to bring it back.
Yes, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you called me. It's
I
so
called
funny
you because Julia doesn't, I'd have to work with her in scenes, and I'd have to say, "No, that's not funny. This is funny."
Your timing is off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time's up. Time's up.
Yeah.
This is her first time at the rodeo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really.
At the rom-com rodeo, starring George Clooney.
Hello,
Oh, I've got our
wow.
next picture. It's writing itself as we sit here.
You just wrote it, actually.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Why did they go away, Julia? Why do
All
you
right.
think?
Do you want to?
Yes.
For real.
Yeah.
Okay.
What changed about the audience or the industry or
This is
happened?
what I think. I feel that in this industry, there are just this energetic sort of collective where, right, if there's one movie comes out that's about a father and son, switch places in the night, all of a sudden there's three more. Like there's just some commonality of energy where things get created at the same time. And I think with romantic comedies, there was a moment where there were a lot of very good ones, and we didn't realize how unusual that was. We thought it was the norm. And it's really not, because they're tricky to make, and a lot of them don't work. And so I think that we just didn't realize what a bumper crop we were experiencing. And so as they kind of drifted away a bit, it seemed like, what happened to that? I got blamed a lot. Oh, do you hate romantic comedies? And I was like, how do you hate a romantic comedy?
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
But also, I think there's another thing. It's an economic thing. The studios aren't making sort of these mid-range films very much. The gamble is too hard because honestly, with the print and ad campaign, if you do a $50 million film, you got to recoup about $175 million to break even. And so they're looking at tent poles that are easy to eventually find their way back. And so, suddenly, you're not making these movies for giant budgets because there's not really an expense in them. And so I think there's also a loss of interest financially in the studios. I actually really applaud Universal for sitting up and saying, no, we really want to do this. We want to open it in theaters. Because that's another thing. They are making romantic comedies. They're making them for Netflix and Amazon and, saying here that's where they go now. And so this is saying, no, we're still in the movie business, and I'm really, proud of them for doing that.
Yes, that's very well expressed, George.
Thank you.
That's very
I'm a professional.
true.